There are staggering new statistics on homelessness in Los Angeles County.
New numbers show LA's homeless crisis is spiraling out of control.
A growing number of people on the streets are children and young adults. The latest count released Wednesday shows there are nearly 58,000 homeless people in LA.
LA is now considered the worst with homelessness. It now tops New York City. Take a look at the street below. It is lined with tents, and scenes like this are becoming more and more popular.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I normally post. Today's video is going to be highlighting some really beautiful things and some really amazing things that I've been a part of and that I get to use my platform to share with you, and I am very excited for that. Today we are going to be talking about food on foot. We are going to be interviewing people, and we are going to be talking about the homeless problem in Los Angeles and really across the entire country. So I've talked about food on foot a little bit on my IG story as well as on my Snapchat, and now I want to talk to you about it on my largest platform, my YouTube channel, and that is with you guys. And if you guys don't know what Food on Foot is, they are a nonprofit, non-government funded organization, charity, and what they do is they provide homeless people with clothing, food, and things to help them get jobs and get back into the world for over 20 years now. Food on Foot gives more than 8,000 meals a year to people in Hollywood that are homeless and needy. It's actually way more than just a food thing. They don't just give out free food, they actually give out bus passes, they help people get jobs, they help train people for jobs. They do so much to get people back on their feet and to be able to provide for themselves. So it's a really amazing thing that they do, helping people. And I got the super special privilege to be able to interview Patrick. And Patrick is so near and dear to my heart, and his story, it is so strong and inspiring and powerful, and I'm just so blessed that I get to share it with you guys. So now we are gonna jump into the purpose of this video, and I truly hope it inspires you and touches your heart.
I'm just trying to get people to care. Seriously, I'm just trying to get people to care. They don't care enough.
It feels kind of cool to have gone from Skid Row to Beverly Hills. I graduated June 18th, 2017. I first came to Food on Foot in late September of 2016. I was homeless in Altadena, California. I was drinking. I'd lost everything. I lost my house, I lost my cat that I'd raised for 10 years, and I hit the streets hard. I remember the first night I was just I had no sleeping bag, I had no anything, no blanket or anything. I'm laying in the back of a parking lot, and this car rolls up on me, and a guy gets out and says, "Is this the best you can do?" So, you know, I'm not even doing homelessness right, you know, and he said, "You don't have a blanket?" So I thought, yeah, you're right, I'm pretty crappy at this. And he gave me $5. He said, "Promise me tomorrow I'm going to give you $5. Promise me tomorrow you'll go to a church and get some blankets or something." So by the next day, I actually did have a sleeping bag, but I was getting real close to the end at that time. If you could see a picture of me right before I quit drinking, I was about 130 pounds. I've gained a heck of a lot of weight. I'd rather be heavy and happy than where I was. I was pretty sad. I'm 60 years old. I'm a pretty pathetic figure on the street crying, I want my kitty. And luckily, I found the room of AA in Altadena, and I stayed sober 58 days going to this meeting in Altadena. They sent me to a rehab called the Royal Palms over in the Westlake area near MacArthur Park. I stayed there for 10 months, and when I got out of there, I was almost a year sober, but I'm still homeless. I'm still...
Right.
So they got me in a sober living house and in an 8-man room, and that's when I heard about Food on Foot, and I started coming here every Sunday. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change all the bad stuff that happened before now. I had to go through that stuff to get to where I am now.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate my past. When I was drinking and using drugs and homeless, I used to think there's nothing in this world worth saving.
Yeah.
But now, I think everything in this world is worth saving, and everybody in this world is worth saving. It feels kind of cool to have gone from Skid Row to Beverly Hills.
That is astonishing. Like,
this program, it gets people out of their normal line of thinking, which, you know, when you're homeless, you're just so needy all the time, and you are thinking of yourself all the time. But with Food on Foot, they help you to get out of that mindset and to start thinking about other people. It provides the thrill of hope to people who are in a hopeless situation.
well, you're an absolutely amazing success story, and I know not only you're inspiring me, but everyone else that's a part of Food on Foot and the people that are currently in the program hoping to graduate or even be a part of the program. I know you're such an inspiration to them as well.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell this story.
Absolutely. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks.
Patrick is currently full-time employed in Beverly Hills. He spends his spare time volunteering with Food on Foot. From 2010 to 2017, the number of homeless people across LA grew by nearly 42%. Well over 500,000 people are experiencing homelessness in the US, nearly 10% of that being in LA. My next interview is with Dr. Kelsey Deppen. She is the program director for Food on Foot.
I moved to the LA area about 2 years ago, and I was absolutely shocked by the homeless population. So I was born and raised in Southern Illinois, and we don't have homeless people there.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm from
not
Alabama. It was
absolutely.
just so rare to see homeless people, so I didn't understand when people would say a homeless crisis. Now I do.
Yes, it's terrible here in LA, and so I saw that and it broke my heart. There's no organization like Food on Foot,
I agree.
especially here in LA. Jay actually founded the program in 1996, and he was actually driving around in his SUV passing out chicken dinner. He wanted to feed the homeless, and it just grew from there. So it soon became a food drive, and then from there he started wanting to help people get jobs and get housing. So my job is the program director of the Work for Food program. So we actually have a food drive that's open to the public, but we also do a Work for Food program. And so each and every Sunday we take anywhere between 25 to 30 participants, and we have a very strict criteria. So we are looking for individuals that are between the ages of 24 to 65. They are not receiving any type of Social Security income or disability income.
Truly nothing.
Yeah, and they're not on probation or parole. So it's really those high-functioning adults that slip through the cracks in other programs, and we can help them get back to work quickly. We take those participants, we feed them lunch, we do an orientation to the program, and tell them all of the steps that they need to take to be successful here. And I like to share two of those. One is they have to be able to pass a 90-day hair follicle drug test, and we also have them pass a background check. But the key there is we don't disqualify anyone for having anything on their background. It's just an honesty test. So we want them to tell us, like, hey, what are we going to find on your background when we run this? And as long as they're telling us the truth and being honest with us, that also helps us advocate when that comes up in the application process with employers. We actually send out crews to the Hollywood area and the local farmers market to clean up the community. So that's doing something positive. It's giving them a boost of self-esteem and confidence, and we give them Ralph's grocery gift cards in exchange for their hard work. and we try to do like some type of beneficial group activity each Sunday. So it might be resume building, it might be interview skills, it might be substance abuse, something related to substance abuse. And so because of that, a lot of our participants, they find employment on their own while they're coming to our program, which is amazing because they've got that boost of confidence and self-esteem, and they go out there and they land a job, and then we step up and help them with housing. But it's a very intensive program. It takes a lot of hard work. If they follow through as a green shirt and they continue, they become what we call a gray shirt, and that's the fun stuff. So that's when we get them a job, we get them an apartment, and we actually cover all of their expenses for the first 5 months or until they have $5,000 of savings. These guys they're making minimum wage, which is tough. The lack of affordable housing is insane.
In LA, guys.
It's so expensive. You know, you go to sign up for an apartment, to sign a lease, and they want first month's rent. They want a deposit.
Yeah. And last month's rent normally.
Yeah, last month's rent. These guys are coming off the street.
Yeah.
They barely have the clothes on their back, and so we help take care of all of that. We furnish their apartment. We get them work clothes if they need it, and that just helps them get back on their feet. And then the next step of that is creating that safety net for them of $5,000, a security blanket.
Certainty in their life.
Yeah, and if something unexpected comes up and they need money because life happens,
yeah,
they have $5,000, and it's not going to land them back on the street.
So guesstimation, how many meals would you say you serve weekly or in a year?
Absolutely. So we feed about 150 to 175 a week. The food drive that's open to the general public, so that comes out to be about 7,500 to 8,000 a year.
So how do you guys spread the word and get Food on Foot out there?
Yeah, so basically it's word of mouth, and it's really kind people like you that are willing to use your platform to spread the word. So thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. So as you know, our program isn't government funded, so it's all private donations and volunteers, and we actually have what we call the $98 Club, and Laura here is a member of our $98 Club. So that means she donates $98 a month and is a member of Food on Foot, and right now we have over 550 club members, and so that is what is keeping and driving our program and helping all of these people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kelsey, for letting me do this, for being here, for letting me interview you, and telling us about such a special program. I appreciate it so
absolutely.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tell us a little bit about Food on Foot, how it started.
It started because I woke up and I cared.
Yeah.
I cared.
Your small
Life
acts of kindness.
is so insignificant. And if I could get people to understand that at the end of the game, the king and the pawn go in the same box, people don't understand it. They think they live forever.
Yeah.
They do. They think they live forever. It's not, it's a lie. You could be gone tomorrow. You could be gone tomorrow. And I'm just trying to get people to care. Seriously. I'm just trying to get people to care. They don't care enough. I have 39 people out of 40 that have graduated. It doesn't get any better. How much better can I get?
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm going to say is it's not going to get better. It's probably going to be 80, 85%. But you know what?
It's a beautiful percentage.
Yes.
Guys, if you want to know more about Food on Foot, or you want to become a part of Food on Foot, check the link in the description box. I have their website. I have more information about them. You can read up on them. Also, if you don't live in LA and you want to find a way to help your community in the area that you're living, you can definitely check out your local community programs. There are tons of programs in all kinds of cities. Homelessness is nationwide. It is not just in LA. So if you want to help out your community, definitely look up and check out some really cool places. Also, I wanted to let you guys know this is going to be one of many videos I want to do like this. Maybe not specifically homeless people, but I do want to do more videos on this to help out my community, talk about topics that's going on, to address things, to bring things, charities, do good work, and share it with you guys and shine a positive light, and us work together to build a beautiful community. I'm so happy to be here and be able to use my platform to bring attention to this problem throughout the world, really, and I'm just so happy to use this moment to shine a light on what's going on in our world, and to be able to give and to just share this with you guys, and I hope it inspires you to help, and I hope it inspires you to read into more of this problem. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Again, I hope it just adds some love into your heart and touches your heart. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
Cherry on top of my sobriety is the fact that I got that cat back. I have my cat.
Did you get your cat back?
I got my cat.
Oh my
The
gosh,
cat I
you found your
raised for 10
cat.
years, I got her back. She was almost dead at trust. When I picked her up, she was so light, but within a few months, I got her all fat up again. And tonight, when I go home from this program, I'll come home to my kitty. So much of my spirit is now interwoven in the fabric of Food on Foot, and it's not. This isn't just a shirt I wear. It's part of my DNA. I could not just take this shirt off like I couldn't rip my skin off. This is part of me now. I'm living the dream right now, and that's really a special place to be. When I was in a really dark place not that long ago. So thank you all so much.